What is going on there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? It's your boy Ninja Bread God, and to my left is the ever honorable and presentable Subtle Fraudulence, and this is, of course, Clout.EXE.
So I don't get to say my name? No?
You said you didn't even know, so I was giving you more time. I was trying to stall, so I gave you the precursor, and I was going to allow that to trickle into the AKA later on. But it seems as though you feel as though you have to interrupt me and put some hot nonsense on top of my introduction,
That's
sir.
Right, because I'm part of the intro, bro. Like what's going on here, man?
I'm getting to you. It's just not your time. It's not your time.
Nah,
you missed
man.
a couple fucking weeks. Let me get it off.
Nah, man, you stream every day on this channel, bro. What you mean?
I'm talking about the podcast, but don't. They gotta lead up to you. You feel me? Anyways, welcome to Clout.EXE, aka Clout.Wave, aka the greatest podcast you're gonna listen to at this hour. That being said, Subtle Fraudulence, aka.
Don't set me up like that. Come on, man. I am the man to say that I am Subtle Fraudulence, a.k.a. Stephen Urkel of the FGC, sir.
Right, this dude is trash. All right.
I'm trash? Oh, you got a problem with Steve Urkel? Wow. I'm going to call Jaleel White and tell him what you said, sir.
You tell him I got a problem.
That's
After
right.
that shit he pulled in that Sonic the Hedgehog series, you goddamn right.
Hey, sir. Jaleel White was the best voice of Sonic the Hedgehog. What are you talking about, man?
Yo, Sonic is just trash. That's my main point. When you affiliate with that,
oh my god,
level.
Oh my god, do you hear this hot take? Ninja Bread God says
hot
that Sonic
that is cold as a freezer, my dude.
Sonic the Hedgehog is trash. Oh my god. Oh no.
That overreaction is unnecessary. Very
I pray for your soul, sir. The internet is coming after you.
Bro, I've seen Dragon Zord how many times? He can come get this work again.
Who is that?
Some of y'all know who that is.
Who is that guy? I don't know.
Okay, Dragon Zord was the dude that I had made a video giving a review of a couple of Sonic games. This was like 7 years ago. And the dude got so mad, he recorded a 40-minute fucking video about how my 2-minute video was wrong and incorrect. But when you read the description of aforementioned 40-minute video, it said, and I quote, "The first time I recorded this, the whole file was muted, so I had to re-record it." So he spent at least a good hour just recording this shit. Then, when I exposed him in various debates that we had, not just on Sonic, Capcom, DLC, this was like Street Fighter 4 relationship, so you know this was a long-ass time ago. Mm-hmm. He then decides to get out of pocket and say, "Look, man, can you take the videos down?" I said, "Nah, man, I don't take my work down." And he goes, "I'll pay you $200 if you take them down."
You better pay me $2,000, sir.
Now, see, here's the thing. Dragon Zord is not what we would call one of them young smart folk. You know what I'm saying? And back in the day, this is like, I was like a teenager at the time. I wasn't smart. So I went out there and I just set him my address like, he ain't gonna do shit. I was not aware of the feats of swatting and all this other shit that could have transpired to me in my young innocence. But I shit you not, that motherfucker sent an envelope written in crayon with his name on it. And when I was like, who the fuck is sending, whose child is sending me shit with a fucking crayon on it? And then when I opened up 2 Benny Franks, he sent the 200.
Crayon, my
G. Crayon. Coral blue number 52.
Why crayon?
Young Crayola out this bitch.
So you know how Smash Kids make this joke that people that play certain characters eat crayons. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought of right there. Like he eats crayons.
Let me just give y'all a quick rundown of the person we're talking about. So Dragon Zord, for those of you who are initiated and are well known in my lore on the internet.
Well, I mean, you've made it when you've got some random dude making a 40-minute video as a response to your 2-minute video.
I mean, you're not wrong. But the fact of the matter is, this was a dude who came on my stream once and said, "Hey, you're smart. Can you train my girlfriend? Because she needs to learn that a dude needs space." And I'm like,
train your girlfriend?
First of all, this ain't how to train your pet dragon. And first off, you're not going to get me fucked up in this hot chicanery. The other thing that Dragon Zord is well known for is he's known for being the guy who takes Sonic Riders competitively.
I mean, wasn't that a good game? I don't know. I never played it.
It was actually decent, but he was like, the game came out on the original Xbox, the PS2, and the GameCube, and he was starting to challenge people in 2016.
Challenge who?
People to the PC version of the game.
Wait, that was a bit. No.
Yeah.
All right.
Big facts, fuckers. But the fact that he wanted me to train his girlfriend so he could, I was like, first of all, that's not how we do things out here. He lives in Alabama, so if that's anything you want to go off of.
Oh.
He's also the same. I think I told you this story. He's the same dude that got mad at Evan because Evan had more subscribers than he did at the time. And for whatever reason, he was like, how come my channel doesn't grow? All I do is upload prime quality content. And what he would upload was videos of Pokemon episodes where Pokemon evolve.
Huh?
Full episodes of Nick Arcade, Nickelodeon Guts, and Power Rangers. Mystic Force? Is that the one with their magicians?
Yeah.
Mystic Force. And we were like, the reason why your videos are getting taken down is because of copyright. And this man looks us dead in the eyes and goes, no, man, it's not copyright. The only thing that's in the dadgum thing, because dadgum was his go-to word. Yeah, right. He was like, the only thing that's in the dadgum thing is TVY7. This motherfucker thought the rating square was the copyright. Anyways, this podcast ain't about him. We could have a whole comedy special about that dude. Anyways, what I would like to start off and talk about is a lot of people seem to be up in arms. By a lot of people, I mean a couple of people at Kotaku and a couple of randoms that we don't even really know on the fucking internet are raising a stink.
Twitterface69.
Yeah, Twitter boy 69 are talking about Barrett's voice actor and how it dehumanizes the black man. And how him having a couple of voice lines in the trailer is apparent to ruining the fucking character because he's being treated as a caricature of a black man rather than a black man. Because as the article states, the people who develop these games must not talk to people of color.
Well, let me start off by saying some of the people who wrote these articles have never played Final Fantasy VII, so...
And by their own admission, it'll be in there. Never played Final Fantasy VII. If you're trying to tell me that a voice archetype is going to ruin the ability of a character to come across as three-dimensional, basically what you're telling me is that character is not three-dimensional to begin with. Because if you think they sound a certain way, can discredit all their feats, their features, their capabilities, their struggles, and their overall story arc.
Yeah.
Then I don't know what type of weak-ass stories you're used to reading. Maybe it's Dr. Seuss or some dumb shit. Not sure, but you might want to check yourself before you say some hot buffoonery like that again. Now, even if you want to put that on the back burner, which is cool, do you, boo-boo, do you. However...
This is a black man with a gun for an arm, like a Gatling gun for an arm.
Bro, my man was Anime Jax. He was out here.
Yeah, he would like his voice fits him. Like if his voice wasn't that, fans of the series would actually be angry because this is what we all expected the character to sound like.
Where's the thing? I didn't really have any expectations. Like, he could have just sounded like, Keith David does in all his fucking movies for all I care,
I actually would not. This is the one time I would not want Keith David on this character.
I could have went with Keith David, you know what I'm saying? Nah, it'd be weird because then I would be like, man, he sounds like... He's like my boy, the Arbiter, out here again.
I would take Michael Cera before I take Keith David as Barrett's voice.
All right, but you got your boy Bo, #Bo knows. But the point is, and what's going on, Digital Jeff? We see you in the chat. It's overall just a weird thing that people choose these random things to get offended by, because none of the people who get offended by these things are ever consistent with the bullshit that they spout. For example, they'll say that a voice can ruin a character, but a character... or an actor, I should say, that literally did blackface, in which most people will agree that there is no excuse to bust out the blackface. They ain't stopping themselves to see the next Marvel Cinematic Universe masterpiece. I mean, your boy Robert Downey, he did blackface. And people say there's no excuse for blackface. There can't be an excuse for blackface. If you're doing blackface, you're canceled. In hell, they tried to do it to Drake once, and he's actually somewhat black.
He is.
Yeah, exactly.
Somewhat. No, he is. Did we forget? Just because he was in Degrassi, it doesn't mean that
But you get my point. And Robert Downey Jr. did it. Sure, it was a comical role.
Well,
but
he did that as an actual satire.
I'm well aware. But you know how these people who are mad at a voice...
Yeah.
Then also try to say there's no excuse and it's 10 out of 10, it's this way or the highway, yet they'll conveniently always have those exceptions to the rule when they don't even acknowledge it. Like, they're not even aware. And the reason why I bring this up is because in the fucking article in which they are talking about Barrett's voice. They quoted a tweet that say, why does Barrett have the coonery voice of Robert Downey Jr.'s character from Tropic Thunder? That's in the article. So I didn't pull this out of my ass. That's in it. They quoted a tweet in the very article with that shit.
This is clickbait. Just leave it alone. Everybody ignore this, please. Nothing to see here. Just someone going out of their way to get some sort of outrage clicks going on here. Hey, guys.
That's the Kotaku dream. That's how the Kotaku machine progresses and moves forward. That just is what it is.
There's too much water in this Pokemon game. Get it away from me.
Sep Twitch, don't talk about the boy LTG, bro. Low Tier God that is premium content right there. We'll talk about that at another juncture.
That man, have you been paying attention to him at all recently? Because I'm depressed for him.
Here's the thing. I don't watch him like that. The only time that I really even get to see anything that he even does is because Rock's Discord server will randomly put up, like, this is how you don't play videos and, like, the watch together that, like, we have open for background noise. And then it'll just be like, I'm like, y'all are watching DSP, then I'll leave. And then, like, I'll come back and they're still watching that series. And then it'll be like a Low Tier God episode. So that's how I get any of my Low Tier God content right there.
Look, man, Low Tier God, if people didn't know that most of what he does, most of that shit, it's an act.
He's literally the Teen Titans Go of the FGC.
It's an act.
He's well aware of the stuff that people. There was a video of this man. He had a gallon of apple juice, but he was acting like he peed in a jar, and he said, "You gotta recycle, bro." Like, he is well aware of the chicanery and the nonsense, but he's able to string along these people who claim to hate him into donating $30 for him to do this. Hold on, guys. Hold on. This is gonna be wild. My man will be like this, incognito mode. It's just my avatar, and people will willingly donate $30 to his stream just so he can click this button and have a face cam.
Well, I mean,
that's an Omega hustle in and of itself.
Get that ass banned.
People donate to get banned.
Oh, I'm a cuck? Get that ass banned.
Bro, he literally has merch that says, like, I'm a cuck on it.
Yeah.
And people buy the shit. Like,
LTG, look.
Like, he knows he's a troll. Because when he goes to these actual offline events, he don't act like this. And half the people who he's got, quote-unquote, beef with, well, I should say the people who aren't even in the FGC.
Right.
The people who aren't in the FGC thinks he has beef with. They're the ones hanging out with the motherfucker. Like, hello? Like, it's wild. It is genuinely wild to think that people, like, are genuinely, like, angry at this human being for even fucking existing.
He's trying to boost his acting career. Mind you, certain things were real. You know, the beef with Viscant, that was a real thing.
Yeah.
But he did come out and say that him and Viscant were asked to come out and do, like,
for Tosh.0. He was talking about that. They were asked to redo it. Like, you know how they do the redo, the take twos, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And in either way you want to slice it, Viscant was like, no, man, I've moved on from that. I'm doing something else. And he moved on with his life. And Low Tier God was just kind of salty, like, man, now he ain't even going to let me get the bag. He's denied me twice.
I mean, LTG's trying to launch an acting career. But anyways, yeah. I mean, what's Viscant gonna do? Like, I don't want to relive that day either. Like,
right? Like, it's over, done with. Rinse your hands with it and be fucking gone. But all that being said, people are complaining about Barrett's voice actor, and they're not talking about the real fucking conspiracy. Emphasis on fucking, because there is a scene in Final Fantasy VII that may or may not make it into the remake, where your boy Cloud meets 10 burly, muscle-bound, sweaty, lubed-up men.
In unitards.
And they get him in a hot tub. All 10 of them. With Cloud. And when Cloud says things like, I don't want to be here. This feels uncomfortable. Grunting noises. They say things like, and these are quotes. Come on, Daddy's lonely. That's a quote. They say Daddy's lonely. That's not even a joke. You can actually look this shit up. That's actually in the game.
Never forget that this game
Daddy's
was made by
lonely.
Japan. It was made in Japan.
Or one of my personal favorites. Nah, man. Join my bubby club. Would you like to be one of my bubbies? Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Also, my personal favorite. Count to 10. It'll be over before you know it. Cloud exclaims. Well, no, there's two options. It says one option is you could say ellipsis. The second option is that hurts. And then you know what you get after you get done with that horrifying scene? He says, it means a lot to me for you to have this. This man gives you a bikini.
I, for one, don't want this scene to be in the game. That is
as if they dressed him in a bikini when he was in the hot tub.
That seems like a scene that shouldn't be remastered because there will be a lot of detail given to that. And look, paintbrush hand Cloud. In that era, you could get away with that because it's like there's not really a visual for people to really think, oh, they're really doing that? Nah, it can't be what I'm thinking of. I'm clearly thinking, I'm just being perverted right now. But boy, 2019? Nah,
man.
There's no way to get around that.
The world is too fragile and too soft for that type of stuff to even come out here, bro.
It's not even that. The way it would look, it would have to be. It's like no. They're definitely doing something to that man. Like yeah, my kid cannot play this game. Excuse me,
bro. I'm seeing like girthy hip thrust, and I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not.
What we're not about to do is even sit here and acknowledge that. Like,
I'm not trying to see some ravenous men try to force their way onto a young lad.
Especially when there's a part where they're asking his age. Say, whoa, you're under half my age. I'm so jealous. Like. These are actual lines of fucking dialogue here.
That's crazy.
Like, if you want to talk about shit that might be problematic, how about the potential rape of a fucking minor? No, not just rape. Literal gang rape in a hot tub.
Well, I mean, Cloud wasn't actually a minor, but,
Hey, look, man. If your parents walked in on that shit and they saw what the fuck he looked like,
yeah,
that's a minor. I know he's not a minor, but when you look at those models... No, that's a minor, dog.
Nah, man. The Cloud would look like a man.
Either that or young twink, dog. Like you take your pick.
Look, bro.
Either way, no is no, and that motherfucker said no about 5 or 6, 7, 11 times.
It'd be like those episodes of South Park where the coach was like, "No, that's not wrestling. This is wrestling." And he's like, "Excuse me, sir. Can you get your gay porn out of my face?"
I mean, if you think about it, wrestling is just a bunch of sweaty, muscle-bound men wrestling for a gaudy piece of fucking jewelry.
Let's not get into wrestling because there was a lot of man-on-man action in earlier stages of wrestling. So,
look, man, don't talk about my boy Goldust, man. That man was
no. I'm not talking about WWE. I'm talking about original wrestling. I'm talking about like Rome and.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You're talking about the penetration station behind the carriage.
Whoa,
I understand, pal.
I didn't say those words. I'm gonna beeline out of here. Oh, God.
just sidestep that one, bro. Just sidestep it.
Yeah.
But speaking of unfortunate sexual circumstances, did you hear about the triple threat of Georgia, Alabama, and Ohio?
Yeah.
And the things going on in those states?
Yeah,
Hubba, sounds like trouble.
Missouri's added to those states now, apparently. Also, us living in Georgia, it's like, it's wild when you like, you go to like the local post for like, like the local TV station that posted this or something like that. And you see the wild comments from like Grandma 59, who's like, yeah, that's right. And those women should keep their legs closed. And it's like, oh my God.
All right. So this is a little anecdotal thing. Because you live in my area, you've seen it when you and Cardus go out and we actually get breakfast on Saturdays. Yep. There's an abortion clinic, or I should say a...
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood, that's the word. And it also does abortions, but it's over there. And every fucking Saturday, there'll be 2, 3, and sometimes up to 15, 20 people with fucking picket signs in front of there every Saturday saying, you need Jesus. Jesus can save you. God will forsake you if you kill your baby. You're a murderer. And like, it's got like weird photoshops of like cleats stomping on a fucking fetus and shit. I'm like, who the fuck are you people?
Here's the weird thing.
Go away!
Like, the weirdest thing is that it's like, they're not right in front of the Planned Parenthood building. They're like a couple of feet away from the entrance of the building. They're just standing like in the grass area next to the entrance of the shopping center. So it's like,
and that's why they always have the cop in the parking lot just in case something ever does pop off.
I mean, last time we went around that area, there was like one old lady by herself.
There was one old lady sitting in the 90-degree heat, and then like 2, 20s, 30s maybe pulled up when we were leaving Five Guys.
They were older than that.
Are they older than that?
They were older than that. But like most of the time, I just see older people there. But like 9 times out of 10, I just look over there and see like the small crowd of people, and just think to myself, like, is this worth it to you? Like you're not doing anything. Like people are, first off, people don't even have to walk past you to get to Planned Parenthood. So like it's not even effective what you're doing right here. Second off, it's like you're standing out there in this heat holding up a sign next to people that are driving by. You think people who are driving in their cars that has all the distractions in the world are gonna read? They're gonna read a sign? Look, man, a Tesla can drive itself. I can be chilling in the back of my car now.
Be goddamn sleep and shit.
I can put on some Netflix. I can, turn on the podcast. I can do whatever I want. I can do everything that does not involve having to read a sign from some random person who is trying to change my mind through a sign. With things that aren't even like factual. Like, come on.
Like the basic understanding of some variations of the bill, because there's slight variations between each of the states.
Oh, each state has their own like crazy nonsense going on. Like Alabama, where it's just like, yeah, it's all banned.
It's completely banned. But the wild part about the banning isn't just that it's banned. It's the fact that it's not only banned in the state, but you can't go somewhere else where it's legal and come back.
That's the Georgia one.
That's the Georgia one.
Apparently, the Georgia one is the one where it's like, if you leave Georgia, go somewhere else where they allow abortions, and then come back and they find out.
Not only you will be liable to be charged,
whoever did
but
it.
Anybody who drove you or facilitated your ability to be able to maneuver between states will also be liable and susceptible to being charged.
Look,
and did you hear about the punishment? Do you know how long you'll be in jail?
Miscarriage, you get like you're facing 30 years
for a miscarriage,
which is something that like that's not something a woman is like necessarily like controlling. You know, she's not like, yeah, I don't want it. Rah! You know, like that's not how women work. Please, someone out there tell these old men who are writing these laws that is not how women work. Tell them to ask their wives, their mothers, somebody. How does the anatomy work? Get a doctor to show up.
Do we have a doctor here? Do we have an expert? Expert here?
That's not how the female body works at all. Like, how are you so concerned about making babies and you don't know shit about how babies work or how a woman creating a baby, how that works, like how the baby growing inside of her works. Yo, come on, man. Like, the punishments are wild. A woman could go to jail because she, made a choice to not have a baby because she didn't want to, have a baby and put them in a situation where, they're going to have a shitty life. Kids in the system, like, a lot of them are in very fucked up situations because parents who were like, well, I'm in no position to be having a baby right now, but I'm pregnant, so like it's happening, and so they're on like drugs or whatever, and so the kid is either bouncing from house to house, which
has a disability because their mom was cracked out or drank too damn much,
all kinds of stuff like that, and like things that one of the points that people bring up is that all these people who are like, yeah, we got to defend the child's life. Most of these people are the ones who are also not trying to adopt kids. Like they're like, oh, no, I don't want a kid that's not mine. Get that away from me. It's like, okay. And then when you ask them, of course, the question of, well, what if this girl got raped? She doesn't want to keep like some sort of physical evidence of this traumatic event that has happened to her.
Every time you look at that kid, it was 45-year-old custodian Bobby Marshall who got to you behind a fucking dumpster or some shit.
There's actually there was a slasher film that was about this. It was like a film that it came out on IFC a lot and stuff like that. But like it was like a little slasher film that had like a little like cult following to it. But I think it was like Cherry 2000 was what it was called. But basically there was like a killer who kind of like dressed up as like the Grudge looking, girl or whatever, like long black hair in their face or whatever, and like went around and was killing virgins in this small town. And so first off, these bright high school kids decided, oh, this killer is only killing virgins. All right.
Time to smash.
Yeah, we're all going to Peter's house at 6:00. We're gonna have a giant orgy so we can all not be virgins and not die. Please, everyone, show up and like save your life. I'm gonna spoil the movie because it's an old movie. All right.
Is it? You're not talking about the one with Melanie Griffith, are you? The girl with the really poofy, like, super red wig and the shotgun?
No.
Because that's Cherry 2000.
Maybe.
Like, the bitch got a rocket launcher on the fucking cover.
What? Show me. Oh, no, that's definitely not it.
Yeah, I say, like, I'm pretty sure you don't have the right movie here, Bob.
It had something to do with, like, Cherry and the number 2000 or something like that, but like it was all like slasher film, but like the twist of the movie was that I think like it was a teacher, something like that. The main girl, there was like a male figure that she was
Cherry Falls,
huh? Show me that. It doesn't. No, it could be.
All right. Anyways, point is,
girl was very close to like a male figure. Turns out that male figure was actually the serial killer, and he was actually after her because her mother, I think, like someone that she was related. It was like her mother or her father was related to him, and his mother. Basically, the plot of why he was killing people was that
it was Cherry Falls.
Okay,
I looked it up.
His mother was his mother was like the like geeky girl or whatever. She was like really shy and stuff like that. His father was this like kind of shy dude who was like on the football team, and like he was out with the boys and they were all drunk and stuff. They see her walking around at night and they're just like, yeah, we want it. And so they just go over there and take it. They just start like beating up this girl and like raping her and stuff. And so the dude, the dad, he was like the sensible one. He was like, yo, what are you guys doing? That's crazy. And they're like, no, man, we're just taking what's ours. Yo, get some. And they like throw them on her and stuff like that. And like basically like it was weird. They like forced him to rape her. Yeah, it was weird. Like he definitely like he didn't want to, but like he ended up doing it. And so he got her pregnant. And she had the baby, and like he looked just like him, and so she abused him all the time because he looked just like her rapist, or one of her rapists, and so she beat him up all the time and abused him and stuff. So because of that abuse, he became a serial killer and started killing kids. Virgins, why? I don't know, but I think because she was a virgin, and like she could never forgive what happened, and yeah, she was traumatized. He was traumatized. It was a matter of, hey, I got raped, but I, had the baby, and I hate this baby. That's a very odd
premise for a film. I'm gonna tell you that right now off the top.
Boy,
like, yeah, I agree with Silver Angel. What the fuck type of movie is it?
Like, it was, yeah, it was wild, but it was like that nth degree of if you like force the woman to have the child, the woman is
there's plenty of repercussions that could fucking happen.
Yeah, she's most likely to not be a fan of the child because the child may look like said rapist. Which is traumatic. That's the like triggering thing right there.
But roping us back in, like then you got these people saying that these bills, or some of these bills, the Georgia one specifically, if you get caught hitting the young abort button, you could face the death penalty.
Yeah, wow.
So it's like, yeah, you aborted your baby, well, we're gonna abort you.
It's wild.
Ejectocito of life, cuz you're done. You're fucking done. Like, don't you think you're taking it a little too fucking far? Because it's funny to me. Because I don't know if you heard about what happened in Pennsylvania. There was a chick who decided... Hold on, let me get the mic close to my mouth because there's some wild shit I'm about to say.
All right.
She got poisoned breast milk and poisoned their fucking child, and he died.
What?
Would you like to guess how much time she is serving in jail? Let's hear it. Give me a guess.
1 year.
Plea deal, no jail time.
That was my second guess. All right.
She ain't gonna sniff.
Well,
she ain't gonna see.
Here's the thing.
She ain't gonna hear.
So
an ounce of jail time.
How did this milk get poisoned? Like what? Like
oh no, she poisoned herself. Like she was making sure it was poison. She did it.
She did this on purpose to kill the child?
Yeah, she didn't want the baby.
Oh my God. Like, what the hell?
Young monster.
That is the wildest thing. First off, this woman had to research how to poison her breast milk without poisoning herself and use that to kill a baby. And the research gave her results. Who is out here?
Well, here's the thing about that. I don't think it was her breast milk.
She bought poisoned breast milk off the internet or something? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now?
So so it's weird because they were saying the plea deal, she gets no jail time, right?
Right.
So they were saying that for some reason, right?
Right.
That for whatever reason, she just decided that she was just gonna get her hands on poisoned breast milk. And I don't know if it was hers or if she got it from somewhere else. But apparently there were shots of text messages and 2 bottles of breast milk kept in the home's refrigerator. And she found that one bottle contained milk darker than the other. And had residue and greenish colored ring. And
what the fuck, man?
Yeah. So it's kind of wild. So
that's why
I don't really know how to feel about that.
That's why this argument of like, okay, I understand people wanting, babies not to be like life not wanting to kill a baby or not wanting to kill a potential life. I understand that, that whole process. But apparently this one was drug laced, not necessarily poisoned. Drug laced. I'm gonna go on a limb here and say that that's just poison. And the drugs were there to poison the child. Like there were drugs that this kid cannot take. Something like that. But as you can
according to an affidavit, Jones told police she had been too tired to make the baby a proper bottle when he awoke crying and instead breastfed him. A few hours later, the baby had died at the hospital. All right, so it was her own breast milk. So apparently she was on some type of drugs that fucked her milk up.
So was it like prescription drugs we're talking about here, or
no.
Like she's doing the meth, the heroin?
Well, that's what she said.
Okay.
That's what she said. That was her statement.
That she was not on drugs.
That she gave him breast milk.
And that he
it
died
just didn't
from
work
the breast
out.
milk. Okay.
But then they're also saying that prosecutors say she killed her 11-week-old son. So that's even not even 11-week-old son with a lethal mix of drugs in her breast milk and is not going to prison. Under the terms of a plea deal agreement, a judge has sentenced 31-year-old Samantha Jones to 3 years probation and 100 hours of community service. In the Bucks County District Attorney's Office says that the autopsy found that the baby died in April of last year from a combination of methadone, amphetamines, and methamphetamines.
She was on meth and killed the baby with meth. Wait, so all right. All right, y'all.
It's a mad, mad world we lived in.
This is okay. So this is the whole point of this is part of the motivation behind pro-choice. As you can see here in this situation, this woman clearly
was not mentally okay to have a child.
Yeah, and clearly some part of her didn't want to have a baby because she probably saw it as a nuisance or something. That's was the whole point behind taking meth and breastfeeding the child. Look, there are a lot of things that some others may not know, but number one is definitely don't take drugs.
while pregnant.
Yeah, while pregnant or while breastfeeding.
It's not good.
Come on. So I understand that, a lot of pro-life people are like, well, you could just give up the baby for adoption and stuff like that. That's another whole different, that's a whole big topic there.
The adoptive system is not always the most fucking... What's the word I'm looking for? Gentle with our children?
There are a lot of
there's some foster homes where you think them kids is eating. They not.
Bro, a lot of these government systems, I guess systems like foster care system, probation system,
group housing,
yeah, all of that stuff. They get the shittest end of the stick somehow, some way. Like probation offices are in these dingy ass offices that have roaches everywhere and shit like that, and
they got abusive ass foster parents.
They fucking.
I shouldn't even say foster parents. They're not the parents. They're people who just run the home.
Yeah.
But the funny thing about it is sometimes these kids are in malnourished conditions, don't get the best food,
Right.
hardly get sunlight. Gotta fight the other kids for the fucking food.
Like there are people out there who are like adopting kids just so they can get like the tax write-off, so they adopt the kids and just don't really do much with it. You know, there's all kinds of stuff there. It's 2019 and you definitely got like foster care, God, what's the word for them, for their profession, the people who take care of them, like work for like defects and stuff like that. Social workers. Yeah. You got social workers in 2019 who still have to use paper for their organizational system of the records of these like children. In 2019, they're using paper.
Well, sometimes you got to, because you got birth certificates and stuff like that. Some of these people who are running these homes aren't running these homes because it's the charity of their heart. It's just that's what they got, and a lot of them are not technologically savvy.
We have scanners, man. We have ways to
Look, man. My dad is an old man. That man still got a fax machine. I don't even know who we faxing, bro.
Look, man. Your dad's not a social worker, and I'm sure he wouldn't want to. He'd be like, "Look, I'm way too old for all that." So, look, people who are older and don't know much about technology, they know.
He called me up and said, "Yo, can you fix my fax machine?" And I'm like,
"Huh?
Who faxing in 2019?
Yo, we got e-fax. like we
it's 2020, but you better send the emails."
Yo, that's the weird thing. That's how e-fax works. Like when people try to send you a fax to your e-fax, it just sends you an email. What they's trying to fax to you. It's like,
I'm saying, like, bro, you better send an email. My man had me. He had a paper. He told me to put it on the scanner, and the shit scanned on the fucking monitor. He said, "All right, now I want you to realign it and print it so I can fax it to someone." I said, "Who are you? Who?"
Oh, oof. Man, like
Dilly fucking donuts.
The situation, like the decisions that they made are very complicated. You can't just sit there and be like, okay, we're just gonna force it so that all these women are just gonna have the babies anyways. What's wrong with that? Mind you, most of these like groups of decision makers here, most of these like people who like put these policies in place are just a bunch of dudes who are old,
and they're never gonna give birth, and they're out of touch. They don't really change with the trends of society. And
I'm talking about old as in they came from the time where they had to
walk up to you and be like, "Boy."
Nah, they had the home ec class where they're like, "You see here, this is Jimmy. Jimmy, he's gonna go work at the office to make money for Sally. Sally's gonna stay home with their child John, and she's gonna stay home and cook and clean and take care of the house. That's her job. Yep,
that's her job.
And then when he's ready, they'll have themselves another little boy, and we'll name him Johnny."
Oh man, they got the triangles and the rectangles for the fucking body pieces, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta they look like the fucking restroom sign.
Like, oh, jeez. They come from that era, and they're like, well, I don't see anything wrong with this policy. Women can just, they could just keep their legs closed. And it's like, oh, aren't y'all the same ones who are out here, like, ordering, like, prostitutes and stuff? Is that aren't you the ones who were, like, avoiding fucking your wives so that you can,
on that boat urinating on that young lady?
Oh. It's like, aren't y'all the same ones who are out here not having sex with your wives so that you can try to find some young woman to satisfy you instead?
They still refer to young ladies as pretty young things, bro. PYT.
Like, all right. All right, guys. Y'all are really going to say that about women? Okay. Give us your phones. Pull up your DMs. I bet you.
They ain't got DMs. They just got text messages.
If they sent anything to at least one young woman trying to get her to open up her legs, what are you doing? What are you doing, sir? That's a woman of the Lord over there. She's got to keep her legs closed because she ain't ready for no baby.
And you gonna take care of that baby if she come out?
Yeah. What are you doing here, sir?
Or it's gonna be off the books, off the grid, huh?
Oh, keep her legs closed until you want them, huh? How dare you, sir?
But things aren't all doom and gloom, because apparently Uber is now releasing the deets on the quiet Uber.
Yeah.
Which means you can now order an Uber where the driver just looks back. Says, all they ask is, "Where you going?" All right, no more conversation.
Look, if you're someone like me who, the whole concept of, having an Uber driver is like amazing, but also scary all at the same time because, you gotta, it's like, yeah, this guy's gonna drive me to my destination. I don't have to worry about driving and the stress of dealing with people on the road, people who don't know how to drive because we're in Georgia. People who just.
So when you find out when your Uber don't know how to drive,
that's
when it gets wild.
Okay.
You out here playing crazy taxi for real.
All right. I got a story for that. But people who go from like the far left lane and decide they want to make a right turn, you don't got to deal with stuff like that. But then you also have to be in this car with this stranger. Then you have to, talk to the stranger, make small talk. Even though you're the type of person who doesn't really want to talk in the first place, you just want to sit in the car, enjoy the silence, and just get to that destination. And I'm good. I'm trying to chill. I'm trying to, that my social battery is too low for me to want to.
I'm still trying to figure out where these people get these luxury Ubers at, where they be getting in the Uber and they got a backseat refrigerator and fucking candy and refreshments and shit. They're like, just take one of each, man. You got a soda back there, you know what I'm saying?
That's the Uber Z right there.
I'm just like, where?
That's the Uber party van right there.
It's like I'm trying to find those, man. I'm trying to take me to Aslan, bro. I want to see the lion, bro. Take me to Aslan. Tell me, where is Aslan? Bro, I hated that fucking movie, by the way.
Yeah.
The Lion and the Witch and the Wardrobe. If y'all have never seen the Chronicles of Narnia or read the Chronicles of Narnia, that movie was hot doo-doo butter. And I think it became a trilogy. Did they make 3 or 2?
They made 3 because the books. They had to finish off the books.
Okay.
So
I didn't know if they actually finished them all. I didn't know if they got hit with that young anime of, nah, this shit ain't selling.
I think by the time the last one came out, most people were just kind of like done. And so like the people who are diehard watched it anyways. But yeah, I sure as hell didn't.
Yeah,
I read those books.
I saw the first one. I was like, nah, cut. You got it.
But yeah, for the pre-final round event and Access Replay, I decided that I was going to take an Uber over there, right? My Uber up there, he was real cool. He was just like, this real chill, like, man that was in front. He was playing like crazy, like psychedelic, like chill stuff. And like, I was
psychedelic yet chill. Or I had to be there.
Okay. So you remember that? You ever watched the episode of Regular Show when there was
they get on that mushrooms?
No. There was the tape. The like summertime tape. Yeah. And it was following Rigby around. You know the part where Rigby was talking to Mordecai about music, and he's like, here's what I listen to, and it was like it sounded like farts.
Okay. Real contemporary, I gotcha.
Yeah, so it was kind of like that, except it actually didn't sound like pure like shit going through your ears and out into the ether or something like that. It was just like it was actually like really like a really chill kind of thing. It had like EDM-ish vibes to it and stuff like that, but it was like mostly like psychedelic stuff that he was playing. And I was like, if anybody else was in this Uber, they'd be pretty mad at the stuff he was playing, but me, I rock with it. This dude's really chill. Plus, he's not saying very much to me. He knows he's just trying to chill out with his music. And this dude was jamming. This dude was jamming. He was like, yeah, that's it. That's what. Oh, this is my favorite song right here. I was like, all right, cool. He got it. He's chill and he's enjoying himself. That's fine. The Uber back, it was this African dude who like he seemed very nice, but boy, that man that was a rough drive. I'll tell you right now, that was a rough drive. Like, so, I got the Uber pool, and I'm coming from Atlanta to Gwinnett. I got the Uber pool. Man pulls up to like some venue, and like this white woman and Indian man get in the car. White woman sits in the back next to me. The Indian man sits up front. Because I guess, he didn't want to like cramp himself in the back. They didn't want to do that. That's fine. Whatever. We get in the car, and the woman is just like, so how's everyone doing today? And I was like, oh, one of these, huh? I was like, this is how it's going to be. Oh, this is like, I've never met people like this. So I wonder where this experience is going to go now. She's like, she sounded like every
Third grade
movie,
teacher?
every like movie or sitcom where it's got like the one like really earthy girl who comes in there and she's all about like peace and tranquility because she's not had to deal with the rough things in her life, so she's just like, why doesn't everyone just love each other and this and that, and so it was like, all right, she seems very nice, so I'll rock with this conversation. I'm like, I'm doing all right, and my arcade stick was sitting in the freaking car. So, of course, when my arcade stick is out, people ask. Random people see it and they ask. So she's just like, "Oh, where are you coming from?" And I was like, "Oh, I came from this spot over in Krog Street. They were having like a tournament, whatever." And she's like, "Tournament?" She's like, "What kind of tournament?" I was like, "Oh, like video games, fighting games, and stuff." Like, "Oh, fighting games? Well, what kind of games?" Like Street Fighter, Tekken, stuff like that. She's like, "Oh," she's like, "I really love that Street Fighter game." I was like, yeah, all right. And like the Indian dude in front, he's like, "Yeah, man. When I was in college, like my roommate, me and him used to play Tekken Tag 1 all the time. He would beat my ass." And I was like, "Oh, Tekken Tag 1."
That's where the nonsense was right there.
I was like, first off, yeah, that game has some nonsense. Second off, damn, you old, man. like Tekken
you
Tag
a real
1.
OG, fam.
I was like, oof. In college, I was like, shit, man. I was in like middle school when that came out, bro. Man. Whew. All right.
Legendary.
And so she's like, "Yeah, we came from this concert. It was really amazing. Like, oh, like it was just so uplifting, such an amazing experience, and like doing like stuff with her hands." And I was just like, "Man, I really want to like live in your world. Like, you seem like you like enjoy the
everything.
trees. Yeah, you enjoy every aspect of things." And then the driver started hitting every fucking pothole known to man. Like, legit. Like, she's trying to talk and she's just like, "Yeah, it's just so much." I'm like, oh. I'm sitting here like, she enjoys life so much, and then I just found the one thing she cannot enjoy, and that is this ride. This man, the Indian dude in front was like, we'll just stop right here. He was like, "We'll stop right here, buddy." And they get out, and it looks like they stopped in front of some random people's house, like someone's random ass driveway. And I'm like, this can't be where they wanted to go. And I see them walk up the driveway a little bit, and I look, and I'm like, they're about to pull out the phone and call another Uber. Yes. I see this dude pull out his phone, and I was like, he's about to call another Uber driver because he can't take it. Me, I'm sitting in the car and it's like, look, my family is African. Like I'm good. I understand. Like, this man has my, like, he's not gonna kill me. Like, his driving is not awful. He ran over a few potholes. It's cool. Whatever. Mm-hmm. The man, he couldn't speak English very well, but I understood, that like it seemed like from what we had a conversation about, it sounded like he was an Uber driver so that he can make some money to make ends meet, so that he could push himself up in the world. Like he hasn't been in America very long and stuff. He's just trying to make money to establish himself. So I'm like, okay, I respect that. I understand. And so after they get out of the car, he looks at me. He's like, "You know what? I like video games too." He's like, "I like Marvel versus Capcom," and I was like, "Oh." I was like, I wasn't expecting that one. He was like, "You know what? You get 5 stars for that, sir." There you go.
Just for the Marvel?
Just for the Marvel. Yeah, just because nobody, every time someone is like some random person.
Street Fighter.
Oh, Street Fighter, maybe Tekken.
Sometimes Mortal Kombat.
Call of Duty.
Is that the Fortnite? Bro, that's the one I hate, bro.
Oh.
Because the people who ask that, it's like, man, I know you got like a single digit age kid right now at the house, just waiting for you to get home. That's what's going on over there, fam.
Man, sometimes most of the time it's Mortal Kombat. Like people, Mortal Kombat is somehow the most casual friendly game ever. Like, even though Mortal Kombat competitively is not the most casual friendly game ever at all. Like, people just somehow just really love it because I guess it makes them feel like edgy. Like, yeah, there's blood everywhere and I'm beating his ass. And it's just like, oh, all right.
Well, that's because you can do jab, 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 special move, and it's like, yeah, that's right, 25%, bitch. Take that, fucker. Like, that's how MK's always been. for better or for worse.
Yeah.
Especially MKX. That's definitely for worse. But this is not a video game review session. But speaking of the quiet Uber, there's some people who should have been quiet on social media. Remember the ProJared situation? That was
man.
That was wild. Now look, like I said, I don't know these YouTubers. I haven't watched this dude. I don't know.
Never heard of him before this. Never heard of him.
This came out of the blue. People were telling me. Same thing with the Etika situation. Like Etika at least knew who he was.
Yeah.
And that man was acting like he was on bath salts and he punched an officer and now he's in the loony bin.
Do you want to talk about that real quick? Because that shit was wild. This man recording the stuff like I don't want to.
The SWAT team was breaking down his door and then like he was just like.
He told them to break down the door.
He's like, break down the door. Like, I don't understand, Keepstar. Why are these people coming for me? They're trying to kill me. I told you. And he's like, the revolution will not be televised. And we're like, wait, what? And he's like, hashtag Joy-Con boys. And he just, when he was getting arrested, he just started screaming, hashtag Joy-Con boys. I said, yo, that man is on bath salts. Get him some fucking help.
Yeah.
And apparently this isn't the first time that he's like cracked out like this. And then like he was just posting some like super hot like anti-Semitic fucking shit on Twitter for a while.
Mental health problems are serious, people.
Like that man was like, I don't know who he's going off on. Some people say he was saying racial slurs and dropping like talking bad about his own race.
He was saying some hot nonsense, and people were like, he's done this. Like I heard that he's done this multiple times, and I'm just like, first of all, like if you're someone who genuinely likes this YouTuber or content creator, you want them to get the fucking best help they can. You can't fucking be those dudes who show up in their Instagram live feed and then just start gaslighting them to do the stupid shit that it is they do. Because there's a lot of y'all who claim that y'all love these people, but y'all be the first ones in the Instagram street talking about, that's right now, hit the cop. y'all be gaslighting this shit. Y'all be fanning the fucking flames. People love to
watch a spectacle and a train wreck.
People love to watch a train wreck more than a spectacle because the train wreck scene is like we're all told that the train wreck is more interesting than everything else. So like,
because the spectacle is just the moment. The train wreck, you get to watch the flames, the aftermath, who it affected, and the discord that comes from it.
Yeah, because it's a matter of
it's like a ripple effect. Because then you had like the people who were close to him, who were also content creators, like, oh my god, I can't believe he did it again. I can't do this. Oh my god, it's tearing me apart. And then you know what was fucked up? I don't know if this girl who was saying that stuff was dating him, but boy, the people who were trying to slide through the comment section, like, yo, I would never do that to you, girl. I was like, yo, cut it. Just cut it. Cut the tape.
Wow, where there's a will, there is a way for some man to try and slide in a girl's DMs at the worst opportune moment. Anyways, yeah.
Big slurp. Like, it was
freaking... that whole situation was wild. But, like, people... It's a matter of, like, okay, you're walking down the street. Somebody comes up and says... Okay, well, first let me say this. We're basically at the peak of negative attention, like, being the most popular thing ever. You know, there's negative stories that are way more popular than positive ones because you hear that.
Like, that Barrett's voice story honestly shouldn't even been a topic, and it shouldn't have gotten as far as it has, but... lo and behold, it has.
Because it's like the positive is Final Fantasy VII Remake got footage. Like it's got an announcement. Like we got something. Hey guys, hear about it.
That game that we thought wasn't coming out till 2025. Well, here's a taste.
Yeah, and then on the negative side, it's hey, why does Barrett sound like that? Well, why don't you shut the fuck up right now? Like we're trying to bask in this game being existing, please. like stop this, please. I'm trying to enjoy my life. No. But like, there's some bad shit going on over there. Like that man, that could be potentially racist, and it's like, all right. But like, it's like you're walking down the street. Man comes up and says, "Hey, man, I really like your shirt. Oh, that's cool. Thanks. Maybe you'll think about that for a day or two. Oh, it was really nice that man said that." Same man drives up to you and goes, "Hey, fuck your shirt, fuck your shoes. That's right. I'm gonna hit you with my car when I come back around." And you're like, oh my god. You're gonna remember that for the
dojo, and that dude was like, "Hey, bro, that's a nice shirt. I gotta get a picture of it." He took a picture of my shirt.
Yeah.
And like at the end of the term, he was like, "Hey, yo, fuck you, you thong wearing fatty fuck." And it's like, what? Where do you thong? Huh? What? what's going on, my guy? I thought we was cool. No, fuck you, you mimic, you loving fuck. And then he just leaves.
Yeah,
that would be quite off-putting.
I mean, that's the thing that you're gonna remember more because it was like it left more of a lasting impression because it was negative. People are seeing that, and
everybody wears their anxiety on their sleeve now because wearing it on your sleeve now is it's the new craze. It's the hashtag bold and strong approach. Hey, some people actually throw their anxiety out there for clout.
I mean, yeah, I was about to say the clout machine has spawned all kinds of nonsense going on where negative attention is like that's the way it.
Did you heard about what you heard about Boogie? Boogie 2988, what he had to say yesterday? No, actually, it's technically still today. That man busted out a tweet where he was like, first of all, if you got anything negative to say, immediate block. You disagree with me, immediate block. If I go on your page and I see that you're being negative, immediate block. And then someone said, yo, why are you blocking these people when you have a conversation with them? He says, honestly, these negative people, I'm too good for them. They don't even deserve to see my tweets. That man was feeling himself.
Hey, man.
He was deep in the bag.
Hey, man, he doesn't want that negativity on his feed.
And then our boy Event had to go like, he's like, first of all, ain't this the same dude that begged me to unblock him after our debate? And of course, like Moth the Flame, they pulled up. Not Boogie, but people who like Boogie. Where's the thing? Low Tier God is doing it as far as I can tell, it's fucking show.
Low Tier God is not seriously out here trying to like antagonize people.
Because when he sees those same people at events, they're all cool with each other.
Low Tier God is not like, okay. First off, Low Tier God doing things like get that ass banned. That's usually for people who are out here trying to be like pieces of shit for the attention. And he sees, like, Low Tier God understands the clout machine. And that's the whole point of his everything. His shit is all about the clout machine. He gives into it.
Beast. That's what he's trying to be.
One, he gives into it because he wants fame. He has not been, anything but transparent about that. Like, he wants fame. Like, he wants fame. That's what he's doing, the things that he does. He wants the fame. He wants, to boost his career because he wants to get an actual, like, acting career and stuff like that. So, like, yeah, he made, like, YouTube videos and streams of, like, him, maybe saying, like outlandish things here and there, or, like, things here and there that might like, antagonize or, raging and all that stuff. But, like, as soon as he sees that people are, like, paying attention to that, he's doing it more because people are paying attention to it. That does go into the whole like negativity thing, but like he's in control for the most part.
Look, here's the thing, and I don't care what anyone has to say. Negativity can give an entire stint of longevity to anything. You don't believe me? All right, check this out. Most of the people who I know who bitch about a show are the main ones who watch the fucking show.
Well, duh.
And I don't mean that from just like, this season of a show that I used to like was bad. Like, who remembers Teen Titans Go? You couldn't go anywhere without a motherfucker talking about, man, this is so ass. Where's Young Justice?
No.
Nah, that motherfucker's watching.
Every time I wore a Teen Titans shirt, people would go, yeah, oh man, I really love Teen Titans. Too bad Teen Titans Go is replacing it now. That show fucking sucks. It's like, you didn't need to tell me that.
Yeah, but they be the ones that like clearly know everything about that happens in that show. Because they will then go on to tell you moments from Teen Titans. Like, bro, if you hate the show, why are you turning it on to watch it? Because you clearly have too much knowledge for someone who apparently claims to hate their show.
Also, it's not for you.
It's for the kids.
That's what original Teen Titans was supposed to be. Teen Titans was supposed to be for kids. And so they, like, when they got the opportunity to do what they wanted to do, with the same actors, no less, like, they chose to do that because, I don't know, there was also a very, like, sexist thing that went on with the why Teen Titans original got canceled. I think it was like their action figures and stuff were supposed to be for boys, but they found out that girls were buying them too, and so they were like, "Oh, that's not for you" or whatever. And then like sales were down and shit. Like there was some weird shit behind why it originally got canceled.
Like for example, the Powerpuff Girls also got a remake, and that shit was hot ass. And
it still exists.
I know it still exists, but most of the people who I know who had took the time to watch it stopped watching it immediately. Like, yo, this shit's ass, and they don't talk about it.
I watched the first episode, and then I saw that clip of like the twerking shit, and I was like,
I'm sorry, twerking.
Yes, there was. It was like the third or fourth episode. There's a thing where like I think either all of them or just Buttercup is like legit twerking.
All right, you know what? I'm glad I did not go down that road.
And there's not a point to the show. They don't even like fight crime most of the time. Most of the time they're just like talking about like, you know, random shit or whatever, like, you know, just doing shit, and then like, oh, it's like, oh, there are jokes here. But most of the shit that made Powerpuff Girls cool is not in this series. So it was like,
yeah, like, all right, so like when people say negativity is a big draw, like how many motherfuckers do you know watch WWE habitually but don't ever shut the fuck up about how ass it is? Them the motherfuckers that are still there. Number 2, and you might agree with me on this one, maybe not, we'll see. But yeah, you could be an average ass player, just a mediocre player, and you know, people might watch, people might not watch. But if you're a mediocre player who does nothing but be a shitty human being on stream, people watch. There was a reason why Nito Tiger, the dude that would spam as Jackie and MKX, the dude that only played full auto and only did gunshots. That's all he did. Would be one of the top 3 streamers for MKX for the most of the time that he streamed. Because when he would lose, he would rage quit. He would just call the other person a loser and a whole bunch of other derogatory terms and like make weird, like perfectly cut scream noises and like weird grunts when he gets bodied. Like, he's trash. Like, he's uber trash. Like, that man has probably never even played a game in which he learned a B&B.
Now that does bring up my second point about the negativity thing. It doesn't last most of the time.
It's all sensational behavior. That's it.
LTG's like career. Career is kind of like a you know, big part of that. When LTG started trying to make like other content, like when he made that weird like Etika parody video and stuff. Like, first off, as soon as I saw that Etika parody like video posted or whatever as like one of his new videos, I was like, this man is going down. Like that's not. It doesn't make sense for you to do that. Also, this kind of goes against the persona that you've built. Like, you've built yourself as this, like, serious, like, oh, look at those, you know, cucks over there and this and that. Like, why would they sell themselves out for that sort of thing? And then you sold yourself out for, like, a parody that's not even...
Nah, man, you saw the KSI video? I did see that one.
I haven't.
He apparently did a reaction video to KSI reacting to him. It's really weird. You know how reactors are.
Yes.
So he's reacting to a guy watching videos that other people have cut of him. And he's just laughing every time he laughs. And I'm like, this is what passes as content these days, I guess.
Not really. That content sucks.
I mean, you're right, but let's be honest. Like, the funny thing about the YouTube algorithm is just how it fucks people. Like, there are people with play buttons whose YouTube channels... When I say play buttons, that's like when you get like 50,000, 100,000,
and then they
1
send
million.
you
They send you like plaques with a giant play button on them. So I think it's silver, gold, diamond.
I think it's silver, something else. I think it might.
I know diamond's the big one. There's a diamond one.
Okay, well, because I've only like seen gold as like the highest one.
Yeah, all right. So, but anyway, point is, there are people who have play buttons in their house, and their channel is reacting to Disney movies. And some of you are going to say, "Oh, hi, you mean like memes?" No, there's a guy movie that is sitting. Well, there's 3 of them. One of them I know actually had a video where he posted that he had a play button.
There's 3. All right.
One dude is. It looks like that man sitting in a janitorial closet at a fucking.
I've seen that one.
He's a white dude he was reacting to Moana, and it's legit the whole damn film. From opening credit to end credit.
And his reaction was mostly him sitting there. like
not talking, like not even commenting, not even like a riff track. Just when you're supposed to laugh. It was like being in a movie theater with a schmuck. That's basically what the video is. Then there's this one dude who watches anime episodes, video game episodes, like just a whole bunch of wild shit. You know, matter of fucking fact, hold the fuck up, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna see if I can
real quick while you're looking that up, let me just say LTG's career, you don't really hear about that man as much anymore. Why? Because the negativity thing, like we all figured it out. even though that man revolutionized certain things for streams, you know, like get that ass banned. That is essential. First off, that is essential. If you are a streamer and you like, you know, you want your stream to be successful, you gotta get that. You gotta have that mentality of, oh, you're trying to ruin me. You're trying to like cause a discourse. You know, cause trouble here. Get that ass banned. Simple as that. Because first off, I've literally witnessed someone in person, like brag that they got banned in LGG stream. Like
and some people donate to get fucking banned.
Yeah, like so that, you know, there are layers to that. Anyways, but yeah, you don't really hear about him as much. Maybe I'm getting algorithm, but I don't see most of his videos most of the time. The last thing I've seen mention of him was that like post of how he was like Street Fighter 5 is absolute trash, and he's like, it's like pictures of him breaking his Street Fighter 5 disc, and he's like, I'll never play this garbage ever again in my life. And, you know, that got viral for a little bit, but, you know, then he went back to, like, you know, it's like, oh, LTG? Yeah. I knew that name once. You know, so
I knew of them.
It was like...
They existed once.
Because most of his streams were, like, him playing, you know, Street Fighter 5. He played Tekken every once in a while. And then... Shit. Besides that, I can't think of any other games he played. Like, I know that he actually is a really good Third Strike player. I've seen some of his Third Strike streams, and you know, they're pretty entertaining. It's pretty nice, but like, he doesn't play that often. Shit, yeah. But like every once in a while he'll stream. But like, I think he's still banned on Twitch. Like, I don't know if he's perma banned on Twitch or not. But that dude only streams on like YouTube from what I've seen, like YouTube or some other like,
yeah, all right,
like,
hold on,
like
I got
Mixer.
I got the like legit. It's the whole fucking film. My man is literally gonna watch all of Moana.
Oh my god,
it's the whole damn film, like from beginning to fucking end. My boys.
Oh, Kuma said LTG got body and Smash. That makes sense. Like,
well, no, he's like that's one of the new things he's done. Like he's actually just
like
fucking
Smash Ultimate, yeah, of course, because that's the new hotness. You gotta hop on during that first 2-week wave. That's how it works. Sam Show comes out, people are gonna hop on that, and then they're gonna hop off.
Facts.
They're gonna like the longest is that the train is gonna hop on and like run until Evo. And then right after Evo, people are going to hop right off of that train, even though SNK is doing well. By the way, this actually isn't on the docket, but real quick, slide this in because I just remembered. Season Pass for Sam Show is free for like the first couple of weeks. Bro, this man is also
reacting to full episodes of anime, bro.
Hey, man, free way to watch the anime, right?
Bro, they don't even have a cam, though. It's just the anime going on and them riff tracking over.
Yeah, man, free anime right there, right?
Yuck. These are the dudes getting the fucking play buttons, my guy.
Hey, man, because people are flocking to it. They're like, oh, my God, is he really doing the whole thing? Oh, now I've watched the video. Fuck. Now I've got to see another one. And it's just like, wait, what? You've got to do what?
Like, one dude watched the whole goddamn Lion King. Like, the whole... I said, nah, that's the same dude. that man got the whole Disney motherfucking catalog out this bitch.
Hey, man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, you know, keep doing it. If it's working for him, then keep doing it. Can't knock the hustle.
I can't put fucking two. Bro, this dude watched all of Toy Story, my G. This is the dude that got the play button. This is the dude.
Yeah. You can get a play button for things. Look, man.
Being quiet. Ain't saying shit. No content. Not a goddamn.
Look, man. If there's not like a...
Also, it has audio, just in case any of you want to know. And they're using a filter to get past the copyright at you.
Look.
But, like, I play 6 seconds of a song. 6 seconds. YouTube, oh, they on my ass.
You gotta let that go, man. Like.
No, I can't let it go. They out here trying to shove copyright laws.
Yo, man, you're not using the same tech as this dude, man. You said him yourself. He's using the audio filter. You gotta get that.
No, that's not an audio filter. That's just a slight video filter. That's nothing. You
just gotta do the same thing, bro.
Bro, we can fight. We can run it right now. We can just run it right here.
But fuck, what was I saying?
Be the end of this goddamn podcast. I'll tell you that.
But yeah, is there like a like time requirement for getting the play button? Like it's got to be X amount. Your channel has to exist for X amount of days or something like that. And
no, your play button is strictly tied to your subscribers.
Okay, let's say I upload like a porno video or something, but it's uploaded in a way
you have to be verified first.
See,
they got to check certain things.
There you go. See, because if I uploaded something like porn and then tons and tons of people see it, like, oh shit, he got porn on you. How do you even do this? And it's like, well, now I'm getting a play button.
Unfortunately, that shit already exists.
Of course,
that shit is. YouTube has a really weird rabbit hole when you start putting wingdings in your search filter. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now.
Yeah, that's how you get around it.
Bro, they got full Michael Jai White movies on there, bro.
Yes, that's how you get around it.
And the funny thing about pirated movies on YouTube, they don't ever have the fucking title. Like
they can't, because that's how it gets tracked.
I understand. It's just funny. It's funny what they're called though. Like there was a Michael Jai White movie that we found at MagFest called Black Man in Military Goes West. But it had like weird, different like font shit in the fucking.
Isn't that like his last 6 movies? Like
I mean, he's kind of running down the Black Steven Seagal route at some point, but
not new Steven Seagal.
It was that one movie about the guy, like he was a drunk and like his sister died in the army.
Is that the one that we saw on? Okay,
yeah, that one. Angry Black Man Goes West or some shit like that.
Like, see, but you have to title it like that so that it doesn't get taken down.
Then there was Tyler Perry movie, and it was The Little Man. It's just called Tyler Perry movie.
Oh God! But who wants to upload that? That movie was hot garbage.
You are not wrong. You are not fucking wrong. But big U-turn on the Etika and all that other shit. You got people like ProJared who are apparently fucking one of their friends' wives, but they also had a wife that, if you ask me, this is one of the biggest downgrades in human fucking history.
She's also on Game Grumps.
Yeah, and no, not his wife.
No, not ProJared's wife. Yeah, I'm talking about the girl he cheated with. Dude. Someone else's wife.
Yeah, Peanut Butter Gamer was the dude that was telling people wasn't it, Chief.
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck the other guy is. I don't watch Game Grumps.
Okay. So he also apparently is a guest at MomoCon, which we will talk about later. He's apparently is or was going to be a guest at MomoCon, and then that he made that, I don't know about that, Chief, to the dude's wife, who said, yeah, he's blocked me because he's fucking some other chick. I don't know why that man would make a comment like that to her after exposing that, but whatever. So because of that, he caught a lot of flack, and I think now he bowed out of being a guest at MomoCon, because you know how the people at MomoCon are gonna be. You're gonna have at least 20 people to walk up to him. Hey,
that ain't it, Chief.
That ain't it, huh? That ain't it, huh? Like,
was that it when she was gargling his balls? Like they're gonna knock. They're not gonna pull punches, man. They're gonna.
Yeah.
Trust me, if I've learned anything about nerds on the internet, when they're in mass, all of a sudden they all want the smoke.
Yeah, this thing.
When they're by themselves, they don't want it. But when they got a rally cry behind them, they want the smoke.
So to roll back, the story basically is that ProJared's wife exposed him on Twitter because he was making some announcement about something, and she basically made a tweet that said, I don't even know what fucking announcement he just made because he blocked me on Twitter because he has been fucking someone else. He's been fucking this girl, Holly, whatever, and she added the girl in the tweet.
And then didn't she add the dude that Holly was dating?
Yeah.
It said, yeah, I hope you know that my husband has been fucking your wife. And I was like, whoa!
So that snowballed into a crazy exposure of apparently this man ProJared has been out here
soliciting nudes from minors.
Shit. Oh my God.
And I'm like, yo, it just keeps happening, bro. These YouTubers and these content creators, they just keep getting exposed.
Yeah, like that one kid, like Austin something. That guy is getting like 13 years in jail or something now because he was
the singer guy.
Yeah, he was just
bro. All right, so Clout.EXE had me look up the story like a long time ago whenever it first happened.
Yeah.
And did you see the shit? Did you receive some of those DMs?
Yeah,
bro.
He
was
wild.
telling like 12 and 13-year-olds like, oh yeah, just send me a fucking DM and a picture of you grabbing your butt cheeks and like spreading it out so I could see up the asshole right in the anal cavity.
Yep.
And I was like, what?
He was saying some wild stuff like that, and it was just like you can't even say that to a grown ass woman, man. What are you doing? Like, come on.
But the weird part is they'll have a whole conversation where like the girl will be like, "No, I can't do that. I'm young." He says, "No, it's okay. My dick's hard." Like, what the fuck? Like, wildin'.
See, this is why the internet, one, was a mistake, and two, it's a wild place out there.
And damn sure should not ever get a sequel. When this shit go, it go.
You got dudes out here being like, I mean, I know that you don't want to do what I just asked, but I'm hard, though. Come on. Isn't that enough to convince you? Ain't no grown-ass man gonna say that in public and expect a real response.
Positive results to fucking happen. Like, come on now.
Back in my day, the chick would just kick him in the balls, and that'll be that.
Facts. But, I don't know, man. These celebrities are... I'm telling you, clout is the new crack, man.
Yo, let's bring back pepper spray. Like...
But yeah, like, the ProJared thing was wild. The etiquette thing was wild. The Austin thing, as you said, was wild.
ProJared, like, okay, so I've never watched this man's videos. Apparently, he does game
look,
videos
I didn't even know who
something.
he was. Once I heard this story drop, the only thing I knew about him was that he did reviews. And apparently people whose games they reviewed that didn't like the scores that they got, then got super petty. And then they started releasing this clip that apparently we said, yes, I cheated and I don't feel bad about it. If it's from a review that he made a long time ago. And then they just started posting that clip as a meme. Yes, I cheated and I don't feel bad about it.
Oh.
Which eventually evolved into another rendition of, not only did you cheat the game, you cheated your wife.
Oh my God. You can't survive. See, that's the weird thing. That so far that I've heard, there have been no actual like legal repercussions of this whole thing. But boy, the internet sure will make you wish that you were going to jail. Like goddamn.
Because the internet never forgets.
They dug up the tapes and they were like, "We're gonna follow you everywhere you go. And we're gonna post it,
bro." And then you had like these photos coming out where like I don't know who had these photos. I don't know if this was in like public domain, but then people started like throwing up photos on the fucking timeline of this dude dressed as like Sailor Moon characters and like having like a thong in his ass. And I was like, what type of shit are y'all? Where did y'all get this shit? First of all. Second of all, why the fuck is this shit in the public domain?
The internet is unmatched.
And like, bro, they just started pulling up receipts and then like people are talking about, oh yeah, you know, apparently they're sending his dick pics to people that he knows. And I'm like, nah, y'all, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I do not need that in my life. I'm gonna tell you that shit right now.
Fam, if I knew a man and someone sent me a picture of his dick, I would reach through. You can't be
friends with him anymore, bro.
I would reach through the goddamn computer and beat up the person who sent it to me. Yo, ain't nobody told you I want to see this. I'm not trying to see nobody's dick right now, man. Not even my own.
Forever soft. Forever soft.
Forever soft. Like, that'll just be the response I said. Forever soft.
You call up your girl, yo, whatever we was doing tonight, cancel, bro. Forever soft.
Like, come on, man. You can't like what kind of nonsense is that? That's like the Anthony Weiner thing where he was like sending like bulge pics to like porn stars and stuff like that. It was like, hey girl, my last name's Weiner for a reason, you know, like that kind of thing. And they're just like, he has a wife. We're posting this on the internet so you know he has a wife. He's cheating on his wife. He's sending dick pics everywhere. It was like, shit. Who found the first one?
Tell you, man, the internet is Detective Conan, bro.
The first chick who exposed him became a porn star for, you guessed it, Vivid, that one company where every single time a celebrity wants to release some sort of tape or, you know, some scandal, some person involved in the scandal wants to, you know, get put on, Vivid is on the case. The Octomom, this lady from the Anthony Weiner thing, you know, they have a celebrity section where Lawrence Fishburne's daughter, fucking Tila Tequila.
Oh, first off, Tila Tequila, that shit, you can find that anywhere. At this
point.
Actually,
I thought Tila Tequila was a porn star before any of this came out.
I genuinely thought that's what she was known for too. Apparently, I was upset that
she was known for her music. MySpace pushed her as like a big musician, even though her music was
trash. Yeah. You could say it.
But she got that TV show. Yeah.
Don't talk to me about that.
A Shot at Love.
Shut the fuck.
Where she was, you know.
But what about a Double Shot of Love?
Double Shot at Love was with these twins. And like the original one was legit like supposed to be like a sequel to her show, but they got like the Iki twins. I don't know where. I think they were either on her show or they were on some sort of show in that realm, and they were known somewhat. And then they got their own, like, it was like a Real Chance at Love sort of thing where it was a dating show where it's like, yeah, I can have this sister or I can have this sister, but they're twins.
You got to make the tough decisions, man.
Yeah, I got to make the tough decision of, man, which one looks better, this one or this one? Oh, it's like Peter when he's looking at the it was like, what? Forrest goes to the moon, Forrest stays at home.
But yeah, all that aside, we need to talk about a little thing about hygiene. I understand when we go to conventions,
bro, stop being dirty, people.
Or tournaments, we talk about people not washing their ass, not smelling nice, not even making the effort to brush their teeth,
in
not
time
washing
for next
their
week.
Face. And, con season starting for us in the UGL family next week, man. MomoCon's coming up.
Yeah.
But we need to have a huge discussion because apparently there's been a debate on the internet. There's motherfuckers who do get in the shower, and apparently it's not 100% that people wash their legs. There are some people say, what's the point of washing your legs?
What's the point of not washing your legs? Like, I don't... What?
Like, do you know the shit that you sit on? Like, when you go out in public, like, you don't know whose ass has been on that bench. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wearing athletic shorts, you sweating, it runs down your belt line all the way down to your crotch and down. Like, how do you not wash your legs?
Don't wash your legs. Don't wash your feet. Like
there's some people who don't wash their feet. I'm like, there was an entire Twitter thing about this where people were like, yeah, I don't wash my leg. I'm like, what type of drone? What type of social degenerate are you? And how can I avoid everything that you do? They don't wash their legs. Dude. Right underneath the waist and downward. They don't touch that. They don't get like, they don't get a loofah, they don't get a washcloth, they don't even get the bar of soap.
You have to put effort in to avoid your legs getting touched by the water in the shower.
Well, no, they're not saying that. They said that they'll get in the shower and like the water will run on their legs, but they're not going to use soap.
Who are these people?
That's what I'm saying. I was really confused.
I don't think my legs need to be washed. Like what? Okay, if you go to take a shower and you decide that there's just certain parts of your body that don't need to be washed, besides like maybe like your hair or something, which like you don't need to wash your hair every day. Okay, I get that, but like your legs, What possesses you to think I don't need to put soap and water on my legs? I mean, it's not like why would those get dirty?
They say that they wash their upper body and the soap just runs down their body and that should be good enough.
How the fuck does that work in your brain? I don't.
Look, man, I didn't come up with the rules. Because that's the point. You should just wash your face, and when it just rolls down your body, it should just be good everywhere. That's clearly not how it works.
Exactly.
And you clearly acknowledge that by washing not just your face. So
come on, guys, wash your legs. Wash your legs, wash your ass.
Funny thing about that, we did see that one person who was like, I don't want to wash my ass because I ain't on that gay shit. I'm not putting anything up my butt.
Fam, you don't have to put something up your butt to wash your ass.
They apparently showering, there needs to be showering for dummies. The For Dummies series, apparently they need to write that shit. Because apparently people just don't fucking know how to take a fucking bath.
It always, like, every day, it just surprises me the things that people don't know.
Facts.
Like, I know that I am guilty of not knowing certain, like, common sense or common things sometimes, but at least I know, like, the basics of taking care of my human body, which is I should keep it clean when it is dirty, otherwise I'll get, diseases and things. I should eat food, drink water.
Facts.
Like exercise every once in a while to make sure I'm not so out of shape that walking up the steps is a journey. Look, man, wash your bodies, people. It's not good. You're out here. These are the same people. Like these better not be the same people who are out here. Like, man, I just really wish somebody would love me. I wish somebody would want to touch my body.
It's like, bro, you don't even want to touch your body. When you're in the shower, you're supposed to get clean. You ain't even touching yourself. So why is young Sophia gonna do it if you ain't even gonna do it, Slim? Like, I don't understand.
All right, look here, people who are out there. I'm talking to the single people now. Or the people who just want to be desired, maybe your significant other is just not giving you that attention that they used to give you. They just leave every time you walk into the room or something. They're just like, I don't want to be around you. Okay, that's fine. Look, maybe you just need to check yourself and make sure that you've been taking care of yourself. You need to smell nice. You need to take a shower. Less or more than like once every 2 months. Yeah, you just need to, maybe buy a new shirt or something. Put on, something smells nice. Take a shower. Put on a new shirt. Just walk in there. Just see the reactions. I'm sure you'll get at least 2 people who are like, oh man, you smell really nice.
Bro, you leveled up today. Man, what is that? +5 charisma? You got on over here.
+5 charisma? Oh man.
Bro, who you got the buffs tonight, homie?
Oh boy, if you could see like the numbers like pop up for your stats, like you walk into the room like, hey, man, you smelling pretty nice, and it's like fucking yeah, like Knights of the Old Republic kind of stats. After the conversation is over, the number just pops up +5 charisma. It's like, oh
shit. But yo, speaking of oh shit moments, it's funny, but it's also sad. It's gotta go, man. It's gotta be canceled, bro. The trans filter.
Oh.
The when I say trans, I mean the transitional filter where you put, it's a Snapchat filter, I believe. Mm-hmm. I don't have Snapchat, so once again I can't partake. But you put the picture on yourself, and the filter will turn you, if you're a man and you have manly features, it'll make you more feminine and a woman. And vice versa is true. If you're a woman, it'll make you look more manly, blah, 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 blah. And I've noticed that there have been various people who always talk shit about...
Pause. Before you get to that, I have to point out this one thing, because I saw it today, and like my mind is blown. Some of these like filters make you look like your relatives. Like mine just made me look like my sister. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. One girl posted her thing in response to somebody, because they're like, oh man, I just look so weird in mine. And one girl was like, at least you don't look like your dad. And she straight up just looked like her dad, like an old white man. I was just like,
this technology is too good.
I was like, did you take a picture of your dad and just put it there? Like, I don't. Whoa.
It's wild, right?
Yeah. How did it do that? Because it transformed her. Like, oh my god.
I know it's really wild. Technology, the AI has adapted. Let me tell you. So you got that going on, and I'm telling you right now, mark my words. I understand that you told me that people are doing it for Tinder, but I'm telling you that's not the hustle. The hustle is there's gonna be a dude who's gonna take all these photos, gonna take 100 of them real quick with the filter, put more filters on top of them, make it look more feminine and more edited, and they're gonna open up a fucking Patreon. You heard it right, folks. You're gonna have people donating for clams when they really getting the hot dogs. Some of y'all know what the fuck that means. They're gonna be donating at that $75 tier. I'll wear panties for a day instead. Bro, you getting crotch rot.
Oh man, yeah, it's getting close to that.
It's gonna fucking happen.
There's like a picture going around of like someone who, they got DM'd by someone. I think it was either pictures of like a Tinder conversation, or it was pictures of like a Facebook Messenger conversation where someone was like, "Hey, sexy." Like, send me some more pics, or hey, I like you. Like someone who clearly like they might have been like like a foreigner who was just trying to like get in the DMs, like Indian dude, Bob's and Vagine, like something along those lines. And the person was like, oh, all right, baby, I'll send you another picture, and it's another one with the filter, and he's like, oh, send me more, and then it was just unfiltered pictures, like, yo, I'm a dude. It was like apparently it was a homosexual man who was like using the filter to like mess with guys, but also low key like see if they'd be down for that. And it was just like, this is getting out of hand, y'all. Like
I mean that's what people be doing now, bro.
Like, you're just using the filter to like, because those people would not be interested unfiltered, and you're just like, yeah, but maybe. maybe they'll just be like, well, like that
Well,
Chappelle
we're now.
episode, mouth to mouth. It's like, whoa, no. But like, yeah, some of the people who like when like last year when there was all that talk about trans women and like how there's this wave of dudes who were like, well, I'm not a fan of trans women not telling us up front because it's a trick. I don't like being tricked like that. I'm over here with the intention of dating a woman, and then all of a sudden you tell me that you're trans, and it's like, I ain't gay, and this shit, and it's like, I don't want to be tricked. These are the same dudes who are taking these pictures with this filter, like, yeah, I'm gonna make a Tinder profile and see how many guys like me, and it's like, for what? What are you doing that for? Didn't you say you don't want to be tricked? Now you're the one who's doing the tricks? Like, come on, guy.
All right, Loki, I see over there trickster.
Yeah, like what are you doing? Now you're the alleged
what did
problem.
Say? Unhand me, salamander.
Yeah, you are causing the alleged problem that you spoke of. Even though, first off, trans women are not a problem. Trans women are women. Like, you should treat them like women. You shouldn't be a dickhead, because you're like, well, fuck, I was attracted to you, but now that I found out that you're trans, I don't want to be gay. So, and it's like, dude, that doesn't stop you from being attracted to that person.
You're fucked now, boyo.
like you can't do all that. You can't just be like, well, I ain't gay, so I don't find you attractive anymore. It's like, we're not on a playground. Like, stop. Stop being a 6-year-old. Fucking yeah. These are the same dudes that are like using the filter. Like, oh man, I kind of look like a hot girl. I'm gonna use these pictures to just sit here and fucking trick guys on Tinder and see how many of them fall for it. And then be like, oh yeah, I'm a dude, bro. Oh, you're gay. And it's like, what was the point?
You're a swashbuckling cum guzzler, dude. Oh!
Whoa. All right.
Come on, man. That's the fancy butt pirates, guys.
I'm already over this filter. I'm already over seeing all this shit. I mean, like, it was like, oh, that's cute. And then
the first time I saw it was, I don't know if you, I mean, I'm sure you know the NRS player Forever King.
Yeah.
He said, guys, I'm Forever Queen now. And I said, no, we don't need that action in our life. And that's when Batman went off on this fucking manifesto of tweets about how he's like, man, y'all out here with this homosexual bullshit and all that just going on. And I was like, bro, you seem to care about this a lot more than anybody ever should.
Yes.
I looked at that set and I said, yeah, all right, we're done. We're moving right on past that shit. But you know who can't move right on past that shit?
Who?
James Charles.
Oh my gosh, what a story.
Speaking of soliciting people who ain't interested for sex, I'll let you take this one.
Okay. So the short version of the story is Tati. I think I'm saying her name right. I'm not big on the like YouTube makeup artist like section or community or anything like that. But from my knowledge, the story is that Tati pretty much made James Charles, who James Charles is today. Just made him the famous YouTuber that he is today by taking him under her wing and saying, hey, this is what you're going to need to do to push your stuff out, yada, yada, this and that. And they were really close. They're good friends. They went out a lot and stuff like that. And so basically he did that classic movie storyline of, now that I'm famous, I don't need you anymore. Oh, she's like, oh, all right. Because we were friends, I was keeping all this stuff secret, but nah, it's over for you. So she puts it out there that he is of the mentality that if you're a man and he's into you, you're gay. It's just a matter of, how much time or, how much motivation he's got to put in, how much work he's got to put in to convince you that you're interested.
Bro, that's some incel-ass behavior right there.
Look. He apparently in front of his parents, like they went out to a restaurant and like the waiter, he was attracted to the waiter, so he was like telling the waiter in detail all this stuff that he wanted to do, and the waiter's like, yo, I'm straight, and he's just like, he's describing in detail all the like raunchy things that he wanted to do to this man, and then his dad's just kind of like what, like he said he's straight, like he's not interested, like what are you doing? He's just like saying that line of like every man is gay, if he basically was like, look, like I want it, so I'm gonna keep going after it, and
bro, that's how you get shot.
Somehow it hasn't
That's how
happened
you
to him.
get stomped the fuck out and left for dead. He's the type of dude that gets stomped out in the middle of fucking street talking about, I was gay bash. Hit us with Jussie Smollett part 2.
Whoa. He apparently is very aggressive. That's the easiest way to describe it. He was just very aggressive towards dudes who are not interested in him.
He must not be doing this to people who out here, bro.
He's like that bro in your DMs who was in a girl's like DMs who was like, "Hey girl, I think you're real cute. Hey, answer me. Hey, don't you? Sorry, I have a boyfriend. That don't matter. Hey."
Bro, that's what I can't. I wonder how many times I'm gonna hear that shit at MomoCon, bro.
I have a boyfriend. Oh, sorry, I'm a lesbian. Well, yeah, hey, you a lesbian until you have me. Kick.
Yo, that's a classic. That was actually a classic.
That's the James Charles right there. Oh,
or the young, I can fix that.
Oh my god, that movie.
Oh my god.
A hole's just like, oh, broken heart. I can fix that.
I'm telling you, bro. Yeah, he's basically Fleece Johnson. Yeah, there you go.
James Charles has lost over 1 million subscribers, and they've all gone to Tati.
The funny thing about it, though, is like the whole ProJared thing ProJared was like, damn, I guess I can ruin my entire social career in the course of a day. Man, no one could do it worse than me. And James was like, watch out, world. Watch out. And there you fucking have it. Dropping $1 million is what, but it's funny. Like people talk about these YouTubers and like streamers who have like over 1 million followers and subs and all this other shit, and I'm like, I don't know who these people are.
Yeah,
it shows you that the internet is vast, and I'm clearly a young rookie in the game because I don't be knowing half of these people y'all be fucking talking about sometimes.
I mean, James Charles, you wouldn't know unless you were like diehard in the like makeup community, I guess you could call it. So, I mean, I don't even wear makeup, so I don't. Of course, I don't know very much about that.
But we're almost at the 2-hour mark. So you got any closing remarks?
MomoCon.
Yeah, I mean that's before MomoCon. Like anything you want to squeeze in there?
Internet's a mistake. Let's see. Play Marvel. Support Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah, man. He's a real big advocate of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Definitely go check him out.
I mean, I do still play and like Marvel Infinite, but I'm not talking about that.
So that wasn't a joke.
That's an online game.
He wants you to support all Marvel.
Yes.
Even if it's Capcom versus SNK.
Actually, play all games that you love. Wait, Capcom versus SNK is a great game. Like,
yeah, I know.
But yeah,
but it's not. It's clearly not Marvel. That's what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. But yeah,
Tatsunoko was good. It was just limited by the Wii. All right.
Yes.
If that game was on literally any other console, I'd have actually played it.
If they make a sequel to that game, it would sell. It would sell
because anime is huge now. So
yeah.
I mean, it was always huge, but like now it's more.
Yeah.
It's definitely more ingrained in a Western culture now.
You get to be Gotcha Man and Casherin in that game. Anyways, yeah. So play what you like. Embrace it. If you're trying to get good at a game, don't get discouraged by people who are better than you. There are always going to be people better than you, or else you're going to get bored.
Because when you're bored, man, then you don't even like the game anymore.
Or you'll end up like Zero and decide, you know what?
I lost that one time.
I'm just going to stay home and stream because I could just make more money off of that anyway. So
facts. But that being said, remember, ladies and gentlemen, May 23rd through the 26th, MomoCon 2019 is kicking off in Atlanta, Georgia. We at UGL, aka United Gaming League, will be hosting games from Dragon Ball to Mortal Kombat, Cross Tag Battle, Super Smash Bros. Melee will be hosted by Smash Studios. You'll have Ultimate there as well. We'll have other games like Tekken 7, Rivals of Aether, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Guilty Gear Xrd Rev 2, DOA 6, and the various other Street Fighter titles you see on screen from 2, 3, 4, and yes, 5. We will even be having Under Night in Birth, Puyo Puyo vs. Tetris, run by ourselves and our other people who are associated with us, Gwinnett Brawl and Data FGC. Definitely go follow them. And yes, Skillshot will also be hosting Soul Calibur 6 over 3 days. So they have a 2,500 pop bonus as well, but that's neither here nor there. If you guys can make it out, if you live in the Southeast, make sure you hit up the spot. Go hit us up. I'll be doing some commentary, and so will this gentleman over here as we run the brackets and go out and attack. Don't stop. Look, there's only one rule I got to put into play. No, I don't care what the situation is. I don't care what the meme is. You cannot hit the Dagma.
What the fuck
Don't
is
become
that?
one of those. I've seen 2 Smash tournaments now, and they be like, yo, Dagma. Get sick of that shit.
No. Let's start with the first problem of that. That's it. Smash.
I mean, you right. You dead ass right.
You know, a lot of these new kids are kids, and they go with the cringiest.
Yeah, I mean, you right.
Of the trends, and they like their memes.
Just don't say Dagma on commentary.
Actually, real quick. Apparently at the Smash monthly for Gwinnett Brawl, because Sunito's here, Sunito's the top player, everybody knows him, everybody, jokes around with him or whatever. He was playing a match, and there was a chant of kids going, fuck Sunito in GB, loud as hell, to a point where the GB staff,
the card shop, wait, was it the card shop?
Card shop. So some of the owners of the card shop had to bring it to their attention of hey guys, we have regular customers here too, that can't, they gotta calm that shit down, because I mean,
act like fucking adults for once. God damn. Holy shit. That's all I gotta say about that.
There's a thread about it, and a lot of the comments were just kids making more jokes or memes about it, or kind of along the lines of, it's because they don't understand our jokes here, and it's this is kind of serious, y'all.
It's yo, shut the fuck.
It's yeah, I get that you guys were joking or whatever and talking shit and all that, but if you disturb people at the card shop too much, then it's just gonna end up being a problem overall, and you're not gonna be there anymore, and that sucks. Even though there are all kinds of Smash tournaments in Georgia. Holy shit. But yeah, you gotta know when to be serious, know when it's time to, joke and, meme and talk shit and whatnot. Whatever. If you're feeling yourself, you pop off. Oh, yeah, fuck that guy. Whatever. Fine. That's cool.
But those are isolated incidents, not just.
Yeah.
I'm not even in this match. Fuck that dude there. Clap, 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 clap. Fuck that dude there. That's a little different, pal.
Yeah, so chill out. Also, what you said was the first time I ever heard this Dagma bullshit. That sounds garbage.
Yeah, go look it up. You'll see.
I don't think I want to, man.
Yeah, you smart.
That sounds like a meme that should say dead and buried.
Forsaken, the Shadow Realm, Uber band. Anyways, I've been your boy Ninja Bread God. This has been
Subtle Fraudulence, aka Steve Urkel of the FGC.
Steve Urkel, doing it most. When you gonna level up and become Stefan?
Nah.
My man ain't say never. He ain't give me a time. He just said nah.
I'm not capable of that. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, ladies.
All right. Well, yeah, guys. We'll catch you next time. Cheers.